with the first kill of play. He'll throw the... Not again, Starkzone. Not again! Back to back, it's taken out of the round by Paint Shells.
He's managed to take a lot of space in Hookah. It's just how much he can realistically get used at this point. Keela is just having a frenzy. Might be able to pick up some of the guns that were left on the ground right by the corpses. Yeah, a chance to get some bigger guns in hand now, as Keela does have that Spectre. Checking more close towards Shower. Still wants to dedicate in his position. The Velvet knows that Hookah could be pushed out of on this point. There's still a bit of room for Acend to try and push and fight for these spots. At least farm up some orbs as well. G2 can instantly teleport as well, where the stuff's set up for the rendezvous. The Mixwell can just lean over on this A site, TP back to Cubby as soon as possible. Issue is we've already seen one player die there with a paint shell. Zeke doesn't have it this time.
Well, Zeke doesn't really have a whole lot going for him. Luckily, he's able to satchel back, and now Kilo swings to the back of the site, but Meadow at the ready for him. Interesting talking points from Yinsu on the fact that Meadow, believing he has played the most Cypher out of anybody. Can definitely see that being the case, Ryan. Meadow has just always been one of those Cypher mains, but, you know, does that, in your opinion, kind of limit the team's composition options if you have someone that's so stuck to one role?
Yeah, absolutely. I think I'd even say that before Viper was in that, like, pseudo-sentinel role, that he just didn't play a lot of Killjoy when Killjoy was meta. And, like, it lines up with, like, what Pipson's had compositionally in the past on this map. Typically would move away from the Viper and play a Killjoy. Instead, whether that was comfort, whether that was the feeling that a Viper wasn't 100% necessary. I like this composition more than what I've seen in the past from Vodafone Giants at G2, like the Meadow Pipson squads. Now, the Flash is going to come in. I didn't going to expect the Operator this early on in the hands of CNED.
Here.
Oh, if they're not expecting it, they're about to get a rude awakening here. Luckily, the screen goes up. CNED looking for the pick. Oh, Nukia, he uses it early, and CNED gets cleared out. Showstopper takes down the Operator before it finds any impact, and that is great from Nukia. He has been a master of the showers so far.
Yeah.
And now Z trying to watch that drop back. The pinch shells are going to force them back. Great stuff from Nukia here.
You also got to say that Hoodie as well, just the flashes through the teleport, gets just the enough information that Nuki feels that he can just go in and warrant that kind of execute with the showstopper. Even better that he catches CNED. No heals, no Operator available in the round. Nuki, despite being low health, trying to go for more.
Yeah, they're trying to pull the attention away here to set up Meadow for these close fights. And Mixwell's going to cover him off. Two picked up. Starkzone Killer is out of play. Zeke now into the clutch alone because Bone Call's now down. And Zeke has to do everything in the 1v4. Operator's there. Paint Shell's out to the left side. But what can Zeke really get away with in this round? Smoke's going to be up for the time being, but it goes away. You're now trying to get the spike down. It's a bit of a problem. And tries to force the fight at Heaven, but caught between a sandwich, and Hoodie will bring him down. So 2-2, tied up, and yeah, looking at this G2 early, well, they're showing some positive signs, Ryan.
Oh yeah, signs of life for sure. Now Acend having to eco big expenditure with getting that Operator on early. Forces out the big ultimate of the Showstopper too, and as you're seeing in the bottom right, big ultimate's coming online for Acend. Now it's just Chef's Frenzy, seeing what they can find, seeing what openings they can get. But I guess most importantly, not giving away too much of the default, because right now it feels like G2 have a good idea that Showers is always going to have some presence there. Flashing through again just to check it. No info this time. So what's the adjustment from G2? They're so good fundamentally. Where do they move and how do they go on from this point?
Now looking to explode out of Hookah. Looking to try and overrun Avova, but Zeke goes pretty far into the site. Looking to try and pull the gravity wall into the fight. Avova able to reposition away from that close position of Hookah, and that does allow him to potentially find more impact here. Just over 1 minute left. G2's forces occupy the B site with significant numbers. And for Acend, they're really struggling to get through these choke points. Good start here for G2, keeping these rounds clean, really stopping any threat from Acend from arising. And in fact, it is so clean, it's flawless. Well done from G2 as they take 3.
Explosiveness coming out of Acend, trying to just hop through onto Hookah. Instant response from Avova that's playing very close to that Hookah entrance or opening, I suppose. But also Mixwell picking up that operator from CNED before.